All right, we are about to go live on Self-Mastery Radio. I'm Robbie Cornelius. Let's do this thing. This episode is sponsored by these big-ass muscles. So these big-ass muscles that I have are not that big at all, but they do the job. So if you want tickets to the gun show, let me know and I'll send them over. No, I'm just kidding. This is Robbie Cornelius with Self-Mastery Radio, and I'm feeling really, really good. I'm excited about so many things. I'm really excited every day I wake up. But the more I think about these daily episodes and connecting with you on a deeper level, that really gets me pumped up. I'm excited to add tremendous value to your reality. I just got off the phone with a friend of mine, Catherine. What up, Kat? Or Kate? And it inspired me. We were talking about money and how sometimes we feel like we have to sell ourselves, sell our souls, sell our happiness, and even sell our health in the pursuit of financial wealth. And it inspired me because I automatically received this idea about the two types of money that exist. And for most people, they don't even know that there are two types of money. And the two types of money I'm going to talk about, it's the same money, but just different versions of the same money. And I'm going to dive right into it. We're going to give you the juice right off the top. The two types of money that exist is you have freedom money and then you have slave money. And for most people, they just see money as money. But there's two types. Naturally, freedom money is the money that makes you feel good about making that money. You enjoy making that money. You feel good making that money the majority of the time. You feel like that money sets you free most of the time. You feel like you can do anything because this money adds to your confidence, makes you feel good about life, makes you feel good about living. And then on the flip side, you have slave money. This is the money that consumes you. This is the money that makes you feel trapped. This is the money that you hate to make. But you make it because you feel like you have to make it in order to sustain your current lifestyle, in order to pay the bills, in order to appeal to your debtors. You feel consumed and restricted by this money. And so, in my humble opinion, the majority of the people on the planet tend to gravitate towards slave money. And here's how you can recognize slave money. If you hate your job, you're making slave money. If you hate what you do, slave money. If you find yourself wanting to call in to work, slave money. If you are not excited when you wake up in the morning and realize it's time to go to the office, you're making slave money. And unfortunately, we live in a society where so many people have been conditioned to believe that they have to get slave money in order to make money. That the money that they make has to come from a job that they hate. That's how most people process money making. Rarely will you find people in the physical world that are encouraging you to make money doing something that you absolutely love to do. It's almost as if people believe that you can't make money and enjoy it. Like you have to do something you hate. Well, if everybody did what they loved, then blah, 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 blah. But is that reality? I feel like maybe a job you hate is a job that somebody else will love. It's dependent on the type of person you are. Some people would rather fall off a cliff than to be a web developer, but I am. Some people would rather jump out of an airplane than to be having a podcast. I love podcasting. It's all about the individual person. And so I believe that we should play musical chairs until we find ourselves in a position that we absolutely enjoy being in. But also, once we find that position, we also have to continue to play musical chairs financially, because you might find something that you absolutely love doing, but it doesn't pay the bills. It doesn't pay you the money that you want to make. And so you have to balance that with possibly multiple sources of income, or possibly you can improve upon that job that you have by creating another form of income, another way to get paid, another way to be a service to your audience. So you don't have to have a crappy job in order to make a living. I think a lot of this is given to us from older generations that had it really bad coming up. They didn't have as many options as we have right now. You know, you have people that are making millions, thousands, millions of dollars a month and a year just by being YouTubers. And older generations sometimes find it hard to believe. And so they want to tell you that in order to really make a good, honest living, then the work has to be hard. In order to make a good, honest living, sometimes you got to do what you hate, son. And there's a lot of people that became successful from that terminology. And there are so many people out there right now, even popular people with millions of followers, are still giving people advice that they have to do things they hate in order for them to one day possibly maybe do something that they love. Those are the people that are trying to enslave you. You might have somebody that's an owner of a business and they love what they do because it's their business. But you could work for that company and absolutely hate it. And that person, in order to keep you buying into their vision, they got to come in and give you some kind of motivational speak every day as to why you should work really hard and grind it out, because they're benefiting off of you grinding it out. If you left, they would have to find somebody to replace you. They would have to train that person, and that costs money, things of that nature. So people are not so eager to tell you that everybody can be doing what they love. With the invention of this technology that we have right now, I really believe that everybody can find out how to monetize what they love doing. That's your job. I mean, you might have to do what you don't like doing right now because that's paying the bills right now, but you need to be thinking about a strategic exit plan. You need to be thinking about, how can I take what I love doing and monetize it? And to monetize it, you have to make what you love doing valuable in the eyes of the consumer. Because if the person that you are trying to get to buy into your product or service doesn't find it valuable, it's your job to communicate why this is valuable and why they should pay attention and ultimately vote for your success with their dollars. That's your job. And the internet is a great way because you can communicate with people all over the world. And you can have an idea today and have that idea exposed to the world tomorrow. That is the power of technology, and it's something that I'm very passionate about. So I think tomorrow and the day after that, we're going to spend a little bit of time on how to make money doing what you love, you know, by creating multiple sources of income, maybe giving you some ideas that can help you monetize your passion. And that's what we'll name these conversations over the next couple of days, monetizing your passion. And so I want you to prep. It's Sunday right now, and Monday we'll pick up on this conversation. I know a lot of people ask me all the time, they feel trapped. You know, they feel like they are in a business or in a company that they just absolutely hate being in, and I did that too. I was in a company and I had many jobs over the years that I just absolutely hated. I felt like I was wasting my time, but I felt like I needed to do it because guess what? America says a good citizen is a citizen that has a good job, right? And that's what we buy into a lot of times. So tomorrow, we're going to dive deeper into this conversation, how to monetize your passion. And let's get excited about it because I'm excited about helping you with this. So until next time, I'm about to go ride a bike or do some backwards flips or something, even though I can't do a backwards flip. But I'm going to enjoy the rest of my day. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day as well. Let's do this. I want to help you get free. I want to help you break free of the thing you feel like is holding you back. It's Robbie Cornelius with Self Mastery Radio.